Would you like a simple way to effectively spread the three angels' messages to thousands of people?
More than 1,000 will soon be converted in one day, most of whom will trace their first convictions to the reading of our publications.
Do you want to participate in something that will have an eternal impact in this world?
If there's one work more important than another, it is that of getting our publications before the public, thus leading them to search the Scriptures.
GLOW is a program where thousands of Adventists across the North American division, as well as other countries, are heeding the call to spread the three angels' message through literature. Since its beginning in the fall of 2007, GLOW has activated Adventists in over half of the states in the U.S.
GLOW is all about just getting people equipped with literature so that wherever they are, whether in the grocery store or at the gas station or just doing their daily rounds of business, they have literature with them so that when they bump into somebody who has questions about God or spiritual things, they can hand them a piece of literature.
So far, millions of pieces of GLOW literature have been prepared and handed out with current and relevant information for our day.
These are not, some dusty old periodical that we may have seen 20, 30 years ago or even longer, but these are very, very fresh, relevant stories, current events, things that people can really identify with.
One such tract, entitled Dead Men Don't Talk, is an eye-opening write-up exposing modern spiritualism and showing its deceptive role at the end of time. Also, Economic Crisis and Your Future is a tract which pulls aside the fog of uncertainty, showing how the economic crisis in America has laid the groundwork for Revelation 13's prophecy.
My first experience with GLOW was in GYC 2007, and I learned that there was going to be a program called GLOW, which was as simple as handing a piece of literature to any person that you see, and I thought it was an extremely excellent way to get our churches involved in literature evangelism.
I remember hearing it for the first time. It was presented at a conference meeting, this idea that several people at the conference office had come up with, and I immediately said, wow, this is a great idea. But I wondered, okay, but would it really catch on?
On January 11, 2009, 600 Adventists from across the Pacific Union Conference came together in Fresno, California to attend the annual conference-wide GLOW rally. Although it was just a few months since its inception, it was apparent that GLOW had spread into a massive grassroots movement. The rally was a time for practical instruction and inspiration as attendees listened to speakers from the General Conference, as well as other powerful evangelists and ministry leaders. As part of the program, church members participating in GLOW came forward to share their personal testimonies about how God had used them to pass out literature to their friends and neighbors. People of all ages came forward to share exciting stories, young and old, as well as church members from different cultural backgrounds. All had powerful stories of how God had already used them in simple ways to spread the three angels' messages through handing out literature.
My favorite place to pass out GLOW is in the gasoline station. Once you're done, just put it in the pump, so while the next person comes, they can just pump up their gas and just read something while they're waiting, so it's really good.
One of the most memorable experiences I had with GLOW was actually handing out the piece of literature, What Happens When You Die. I was in a gas station and I stuck it in my pocket before I went to, wash my hands. And as I was washing my hands, a gentleman looked at me and said, "You must be a Christian." "I'm a Christian too." I said, "Great, I have something for you." I pulled out the pocket signs and I gave it to him, What Happens When You Die. And he said, "This is interesting. My brother just died and I am preaching at his memorial service. I am sure I will use this you have just given to me."
There was a young lady who went and put a tract on a table, and the Merced County Jail chaplain picked up that tract, read it, loved it, gave the GLOW program a call from the number on the back of the tract, and he said, "I want this literature for all 900 of my men in jail." So far, we've actually sent that jail over 2,000 pieces of literature for their men to read.
The thing that I like about GLOW is that it's so easy. It's very non-threatening. You can just go up to people with a smile and say, "Well, here's something for you to read when you're bored." There are many times when I've given it to people and they've said, "Wow, this is exactly the one I needed," or "How did you know?" that this is what I've been asking, and it's just a great experience to be able to listen to the Spirit and heed His call.
These small pieces of literature have provided a wonderful opportunity for the pastor even to become involved in daily evangelism. It's just gone like wildfire through our conference, and to me it's confirmation that it's a God thing. Wasn't just some idea by a human being, but God inspired the thought for GLOW.
Would you like to be part of God's end-time army, giving the last cry of mercy and warning to a world on the brink of ruin?
In a large degree, through our publishing houses, is to be accomplished the work of that other angel who comes down from heaven with great power and who lightens the earth with his glory.
For more information about how you or your church can participate in the GLOW program, visit www.goglow.org.